All right, everybody. So, thanks for tuning in. This might be a little odd because I've got my camera set up, but I'm not exactly sure how things are looking because I can't see while I'm actually talking about this. So, I'm talking about my Whatnot stream. If you haven't heard of Whatnot, I'll try to talk about it a little bit here. It's literally called Whatnot because almost anything can be found on there. I'm going to be talking and selling comic books, about comic books, that is. But one of my friends, for example, Shark Crossing Vinyl is the name he goes by. I don't know how that's coming up. But he's into vinyl records. So if you're into that and you get on to Whatnot, look him up. You can always refer to this video to find him. If you do, let him know that Havoc sent you. I go by Havoc1891. I'll have a link for my show and my stream in my description or comments or both after this. So what the big excitement is next month, in a couple weeks even, they're going to have their first ever WhatnotCon, and they've got a bunch of us sellers. I'm one of the small time people, but they're giving us promotional stuff to try to raise awareness. If I can get 15 of you to sign up, and you could sign up right now, but if you buy something during the event, if I can get 15 of you, like for example, I'll get like 150 credit. And for being like a first time buyer and using my referral code, which will be in the descriptions, you will get, I believe, like a $5 credit for a purchase, or maybe it's more than that. I can't remember. I joined over a year ago. But the way my show works is it's primarily a mystery show. I haven't put it together fully yet, but I have at least 85 lots. And here's just a demonstration. Like if you go to my links right now, you'll see this. This is, and I'm hoping this is showing up on my camera correctly. This is a sticker. I have a bin or a buy it now section, and there will be the first 85 lots in there, and each number, like this would be 79 for the sticker indicating it's lot 79. Each lot has 2 comic books. You have a preview image in the buy it now that will show you this issue of Punisher featuring Baron Zemo. There's a second comic on the other side that you don't get to see until it's been bought, but since you're watching this video, I'm going to show you what that is. The people that aren't watching this video will not know. But once the lot is bought, I can reveal that the other issue is Batman 95. I do try to mix it in with like some DC and Marvel, and a few indie things like Vampirella or Red Sonja. I try to go for household names that people have heard of. Could be Blue Beetle, Punisher, Batman, Wolverine, X-Men, Superman, Justice League, all Spawn could be in there, Ninja Turtles. I really try not to blindside. You should see it and be like, oh, that title or character is something someone out there wants. Like maybe you don't like Booster Gold, but you acknowledge that others might. Well, he might not be in there unless it's a team title, but like Ghost Rider or something like that. I'm not throwing something at you, and I don't throw in reprints, not knowingly. But anyway, that is an example of how this works. Now, if it's a prize winner, there will be a sticker on the second side that will indicate what prize will be in there, and the prizes that I'll throw in there, and these are just examples. Like I said, I haven't put the show together yet, but the bigger prizes are these slabs. If you don't know what a slab is, it's a graded comic book that's been sealed, and in this particular case, it is Fantastic Four number 7 from July of 2023 in a 9/8 featuring the Thing, and it is technically it's legacy number 700. But that is just one example of one of the better. There's a strong possibility I'll put this in there. A 9/8 Mandalorian number 7 slab. This is the concept art. But like I said, I don't know for sure. But if you show up at my show, I'll have my table out with the prizes out, and I'll show them off. Even if I've already been running for a while, I have no problems talking about it. And let me know if you're tuning in because of this YouTube video. The other type of prizes I may have. Alright, and this may help you if you're new to comics. So this issue of Red Sonja. Alright, it's the same issue, but now this is like a special virgin variant. Call it a virgin variant because it doesn't have any like writing. Now some like DC will make this, but they may have like a little bit. They call that a minimal. But this would be like maybe one of the lower level hits. And then I also generally put Funko Pops and graphic novels in there, like a collected story. But hopefully that raises your awareness of this. And even if you don't see anything on my stream that you're interested in during this event, you are bound to see some There are many sellers, including myself, will do what we call giveaways, where you enter in and there's a chance, if you get selected by the app, you win the prize for free. Like, I'll ship it out of my pocket. There's also buyer appreciation giveaways, where if you have bought anything in my show during the show, then you can enter. The other people can't. So then you have a better chance of winning a prize. And usually a buyer appreciation, I try to make it a better prize than a general giveaway. General giveaway might be like a defective comic or something, or a second print comic. But it's really good if you know someone that wants to get into comics, but comics are not cheap, especially these days. The other thing I'm going to talk about in this, I haven't done this in a while. That's my spiel about Whatnot. All right, it's a really fun community. If you show up in my stream, you're going to see I got a few regulars, and they come in and you just come in and talk about comics or the movies and things like that. It almost feels like a clubhouse. But what I'm going to talk about the rest of my video is just what I used to do, where part of what I go to my somewhat local comic book store, and I'm able to build a box out of a short box for the whole total cost of $100. And I like to show off what things I found when I built a box. So I've been doing this for over a year now in preparation to sell on Whatnot. So I don't know. You tell me what you think of what I found. All right. So once again, man, I'm hoping I'm showing these right. Yeah. So I found a whole bunch of these Batman 118s, an homage cover to McFarlane's Spider-Man from the early 90s. I mean, that took up. This might be a shorter video as far as the show and tell portion goes than I thought. Like, this is all the same book, and considering this would have been $5.99 in store, like, shoo, when it was new, I should say. Then I got a bunch of Batman 120. It's this variant cover. And all right, and then I was able to get Batman 118. I'm getting some of these from my personal collection. I got to really sit down and figure out which ones I already need to set aside before I put them in the show. I'm showing you guys this because these are types of books you might find. Once again, none of these books may wind up in the mystery show, but because I've got boxes and boxes. All right. We got Batman 116, different version of Batman 116, another one. 115. We got a Pride cover variant for 109. Got a couple 110s. Like, one of these boxes somewhere is all Spider-Man, but I don't know which one at the moment. Detective Comics 1031. And then we got 1035 with this variant cover. 1036. Got Huntresses in there. And we got 1035. This is from the New 52 era. We got number 2. We got Detective Comics 1032. I like that cover with Robin there. Ooh! And they had this trading card variant of Thor 18 Legacy 744. I might have to set that aside. Detective Comics 1033. 1034. I mean, I'll tell you, with this setup, I got like a nice chunk for just $100. Alright, so then here's some of the Spider-Mans. We got some Spectacular Spider-Man 138, 142, 145. This is just kind of random. This is an example of something that will not be in the show. Battlestar Galactica 7. I'm probably going to just try to sell these straight up. But I wouldn't put something like that in there. Death of Venomverse number 2. Death of Venomverse. This is number 2, but it's a variant cover. Spider-Man 9 from that McFarlane run. Hawkeye 4. Now that's something that might be in there because even though it's a different version of Hawkeye, like it's Kate Bishop, I feel like with her TV show, she's good enough to be on the show. Let's put it that way. We got this Empire Part 1 of 4 X-Men book. Flash number 1. Now, actually, I bought this from someone on Whatnot. This was not part of the box that I built. But this was Uncanny Avengers number 22, written by Rick Remender. I highly recommend his Sacrificers book that's out there by Image Comics. And these are things that might be in the show, but I ordered from another seller somewhere. Draculuna, or Lena. And actually, they probably won't be in the show because I think I kind of want to keep those. But those are usually like a little gag, like maybe just to keep the show exciting, but there won't be like a ton of them. Amazing Spider-Man 29, Legacy number 923. Flash 120. This was also something I bought online, not in the build. Like I've so many different stacks. Sometimes I just put stuff in the box if I can find space. But that could be in the show. Miles Morales 38. Here's an example of a Virgin variant that I got that could be one of the prizes. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe New Mutants. But I'm going to set that aside to consider putting it in as a prize. We got X-Force 4 from recent years. DC Comics presents featuring Superman and Green Arrow. That one I kind of want to sit down and read. X-Force 9 from recent years. X-Men 11, like this was in those boxes that I was able to build. Like this was not that long ago. X-Men 12. This one was not. I bought this from the store, I believe. But and I think that's meant for me to read at some point. So let me put that up there. X Factor 28. One of my boxes somewhere has a lot of the earlier X Factor. Then we got some more Spectacular Spider-Man 134 and 136. We got more X Factor 25 when Apocalypse was still pretty brand new. Issue 13. And this was something I bought off somebody at a steal of a price. Amazing Spider-Man 199. Mysterio is one of my favorites. I got a bunch of these and I put them in the show. It's rare that I'll put something this old that's this Spider-Man. Sometimes it's just to really surprise people. It might not be one of the hits, but it's just, ooh, wow, I definitely didn't expect that. In a good way. We got fairly recent Excalibur 12 featuring Rogue and Gambit. And this is just a bag and board. Doctor Strange 386. I've heard this is a good read when he's in Vegas. I haven't had a chance to get anywhere near that title because I have so much other stuff I'm working on. We got Uncanny X-Men 8 from recent years featuring Bishop on the cover. Let's see here. We got this Daredevil 22 from, I think this is like 20 years ago. I was reading this. I was hoping it was a hole in my collection, but I believe I already had it. It's rare that I'll put something like this in there, but like Marvel 2-in-1 featuring Thing and Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. Submariner number 5. This could show up. It would definitely be what they call one of the floors. Or the book it's with would be probably the superior book. But since he's been in Black Panther, I was like, all right, maybe somebody wants to take a chance on reading some of his story or collecting a little bit of it. Green Lantern 8 from Beware My Power. So you might get something like Submariner and it's not that great, but then it makes the other things, like if you get a Spider-Man, it shines a little better. Uncanny X-Men 9 from recent years, the Bendis run. Number 8 from the same run. And we got Aquaman. I know it's Justice League Aquaman Drowned Earth number 1. Avengers 12. Uncanny X-Men 320, the Wizard Edition. It's like got gold lettering. Avengers 20 from more recent times. I love those funky little globes on their heads. Savage Avengers 8 featuring Conan the Barbarian and Doctor Doom and some other people. Deadpool usually was in that. I don't know if he's in that issue. Speaking of X-Force 2, the second appearance of Deadpool. A fairly recent issue of X-Men number 10. It's a variant cover. I believe it's supposed to be like they're like spider characters, but it's Jean and Cyclops. X-Men 9, a Carnage variant. And this isn't in there. I got this from someone else. I ordered this online. It's just really cool. Facsimile, which is a reprint with the original ads and everything, as if it were made back in its original time. And this is, obviously Batman and Robin here. So that's something one of these days I'm going to sit down and read as well. All right, now we got more Savage Avengers. Justice League 54. This one I ordered online as well. It's fairly recent, or I got it off the shelf. Superman. Lenticular cover, I believe. Savage Avengers. Marauders number 1. Batman, the Joker Warzone. Number 1. From the Death Metal storyline, Last Stories of the DC Universe. The Uncanny Avengers 21. Uncanny Avengers 23. And this one, I don't think I'd put in a show. I don't know if it has any value. It's from Free Comic Book Day. It's a reprint of the first Ultimate Spider-Man. But maybe it would be like, I don't know, maybe I'd run it as a $3 auction or something. Here's an example of Batman and the Ninja Turtles, the 3rd volume. This is Betty Page from Dynamite. The Alien Agenda. I just thought it was a really sexy cover. Let's see here. And the Tome of Dracula. 2 different ones. We are almost done, I think. We got Deceased, Dead Planet, number 6, featuring Dr. Fate. The Year of the Villain, Hell Arisen 4. Number 2. Suicide Squad 5 from the Rebirth era. And this is a variant cover of the same book. Suicide Squad 4, but not from the Rebirth, from a different volume. Vampirella and Red Sonja number 6. Spawn 347, which I think I bought for myself to read, so we're going to set that aside. Amazing Spider-Man 28. Well, this was not part of the Build-A-Box either. That was an exclusive I got from someone online. But that's an example. If you find the seller that has those, Whatnot is an easy place to find them. And Daredevil is not. That's something I've been wondering where I put this. So this whole process has been rewarding because I'm finding some of my lost comics. All right, back to what was in the box. Vampirella 6 from one of her eras. Oh no, wait. I think that's just saying it's Dynamite's been around for 6 years or something. I'm not sure what issue number it is, or maybe it's just varying covers of issue 6. Probably that, because this is 5. 4. This is another like little random treat. Incredible Hulk 329. We got Amazing Spider-Man 330 with the Punisher here. Eric Larson, artist. Then there's some Star Wars, War of the Bounty Hunters, number 1. War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha, as opposed to number 1. Dr. Aphra from Star Wars 14. She's sort of, my understanding is she's sort of like Indiana Jones, where she's like a treasure hunter, archaeologist type. This is issue 15. Then Marvel Knights number 2, featuring a really cool cover, in my opinion, of Punisher and Elektra. Alright, and this will be it after this. Uncanny X-Men 2 Legacy number $625. Beware My Power, Green Lantern number 11. A lot of that run was in a previous show. X-Men 12, Hellfire Gala cover. And a couple copies of X-Men 19. X-Men 21. X-Force 10. Teen Titans 27. Now, when I do build these boxes, I dig into various boxes. Like, it's not like I'm just going to pull from one box. I try to get a mix of everything. Suicide Squad 4, or most things, I should say. Suicide Squad 4. Batman 110. Savage Avengers 19, variant cover featuring Black Widow. X-Men 9. Another of the Savage Avengers. So we'll put them together. Avengers 9, Legacy number 699, featuring Submariner. Got Detective Comics 1039, 1043, and a whole bunch of 1043 in a different version of it. And X-Men 3. I'm also debating doing a $3 start today, in which case, like, I'm trying to clear out a lot of these extras. X-Men 6 and X-Men 2, which is, oh, now I gotta pick all those up. All right, but I knew that was gonna happen if I kept going, or the table would collapse. But anyway, that actually is a perfect time, because that concludes it. Thanks for watching this. Please like and subscribe. Make any comments you want. I'm sure the drop of the books is going to get some comments. And please let me know if you show up on my stream because of this YouTube. Thank you. Just if you get on Whatnot, please be responsible and be aware. Try to avoid drunk whatnotting. You don't want to charge up the credit cards and get crazy, but there can be some fun experiences on there. You'll especially like the giveaways. All right, well, thank you. Have a nice day.